Welcome. What time is it, Kieran?
I don't know anymore.
It's about 7:45, I think. Let me just check.
It is actually, yeah, it's 7:45.
Let me just check on my phone. Yeah, it's about 7:45 at night here in Belgium. We're in Belgium at the moment. We've come from Luxembourg, travelling through Belgium, hoping to get to Calais around 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock tonight. Problem is, we currently don't have a GVMS number, and a GVMS number is required for bringing goods into the country now. So, in the ye olden days, when, you know, men were men and women were women, and small weird creatures from Alpha Centauri were small weird creatures from Alpha Centauri, you could actually move goods into the UK from the EU as easily as you could move goods from Liverpool to Manchester, or Leeds to London, or London to Bristol. You literally loaded up your van, you went to your destination, and you dropped it off. Now, when you go to your destination to pick something up, you've got to sign all kinds of declarations to say that you don't have anything with you on the way out.
Ham sandwiches.
You're not allowed to have sandwiches.
Milk.
Obviously.
Plants. Soil.
I think I've got dirt on the camera again, or maybe it's just really dark in here. The camera's really struggling. Anyway, so I'm really bright. Kieran isn't, so I'm just going to turn it down a bit. I don't know how good that is. I don't know if you can hear anything. So, yeah, just to get out of the country, you need paperwork. You need a number to get out of the country. And you get on the ferry, and getting on the ferry has now turned into an absolute nightmare that takes 7 hours or 8 hours, rather than just driving onto the ferry like in the old days. And this is January. It's not like we're travelling bank holiday in August when the ferry's mad. Like, there were no cars there last night, were there? It was really remarkable. There were just no cars.
Yeah.
It was just all HGVs and vans. That was it. Anyway, so now we go to the person that we're picking the stuff up from, and they have to print out this customs declaration form. And if their printer's not working, or the person who operates the printer has gone home early for the weekend,
I haven't got it.
you can't have a copy of it, a hard copy. Like what? Are all these lorries going to have a little Epson printer in the cab to print out all this fucking paperwork? I'm sorry to swear, but this is ridiculous. We are now driving to Calais, right?
Without a number.
And we don't have a GVMS number. There's two numbers that you need. There's an export number for getting it out of France, and there's an import number for bringing it into Britain. And the import number has to be given to the customs people on our side, on the French side, before they let us on the boat. If we don't have it, or it's not in order, or the number's incorrect, for whatever reason, then they can turn us around and say get out of our port, and then we have to wait until we get a new number. To get a new number, we have to contact a customs agent.
Customs agent.
Who then contacts another customs agent who's actually in Dover to raise one of these numbers. To raise a number takes half an hour.
Yeah, each declaration, but there's not enough customs agents, and they've got so much work. We've been waiting now for 4 hours.
4 hours. So you can't apply for this before you pick your goods up. And you pick your goods up, you say, right, I've got the goods, I need that number, and you've got to wait until the person who is now snowed under with so much fucking paperwork, you got to hope that they get the number to you. Another hurdle is the fact that you need the number 2 hours before you get on the boat. So it's coming up to 8 o'clock here.
We're 2 hours away from without a number.
Yeah, we're 2 hours away from the boat. So even if we get there, right, and it arrives at it arrives at 9:30, then we have to wait till 11:30 before we can even go into the port. And then we've got to wait for the boat. If the number doesn't fucking work, we've got to stay here. We've got to stay here. Well, not here, we've got to stay in Calais. But then that's fraught with danger because even stopping in Calais risks having people who are trying to get into the UK, God knows why these days, but people trying to get into the UK, clambering onto the back of your van or underneath your van.
Yep.
So we can't stop there. We'll have to drive out of Calais, go somewhere else, and tomorrow, this is the piece de resistance, tomorrow the government is closing down the GVMS system tomorrow night.
That lets you import goods into the UK.
That lets you import goods in the UK.
And
not just in Dover, but in the entire country.
The government is closing the economy for the weekend.
Well, it's not the whole weekend, it's like Saturday night, but I mean, for several hours, nothing's going to come in and nothing is going to go out of the entire United Kingdom.
Oh. What's going on here?
The police, I don't know, maybe there's been a crash or something.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry.
Don't film it, whatever you do.
Why not?
You get fined.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you not like that?
No, we don't like filming accidents.
Okay. Well, they can make me play this back and I say, well, I wasn't filming the accident. Was it an accident or?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad one. So yeah, we're heading towards Dover with no number, Calais with no number. And with no number, we don't sail. And if we don't get it today, we probably won't get it tomorrow, which means we could be in Calais till Monday, waiting for 2 days. So it would take 4 days to drive to Luxembourg.
But are these customs agents? Are they working 9 to 5?
My one does, but the one in Dover's 24/7. But if your own agent has gone home, they're all closed on the continent. They're closed at the weekends. So 5 o'clock they're closed. Nothing. You can't do anything till Monday.
Is this why there's always massive queues coming in and out of Belarus and Ukraine and countries that are not part of the EU?
Yeah, a lot of them are shut at the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borders that I have experienced firsthand. I can tell you, lots of fucking trucks waiting to get out and in to these countries.
Yep.
Because they've got to faff around with all this paperwork. And we've had confirmation today via Bylines TV. They interviewed someone who works down in the customs in Dover, who said, off the record, well, you know, they were being filmed, but they knew they were being filmed, but they didn't show their identity, did they?
No.
The identity hidden. That the film cameras, the CCTV cameras along the M20 and the A20 going into Dover have been turned off, pointing up at the sky, pointing into a field to avoid criticism of the massive queues going into Dover.
Because they don't want you to see them.
They don't want you to see them. They're doing an update. They are doing an update to the software, says Gene. Yeah. But while they're doing that, no freight comes in and out of Britain.
Yeah, it's closed.
No freight comes in and out for several hours for a country with a population of 66.6 million. Shutting down all imports and exports. Why isn't this in the news? Because
you think it'd be on the news?
Why would it be in the news? The news is all owned by Murdoch.
Can you imagine?
Lord Rothermere.
Imagine if you've got urgent medical supplies and they need to come in.
Or radioactive stuff.
Radioactive for the
decaying, the cesium.
For the cancer machines. For the radiotherapy stuff. That's all class 7 radioactive ADR stuff.
And now that can't come in because we're having to update a system that we didn't fucking need before fucking Brexit.
Absolutely.
Because your fucking idiot grandparents decided to vote for something because the fucking Daily Mail told them it would be great.
Another thing. If you've got an aeroplane that's broken down in Paris and the part is in London, you can't send it abroad. It can't get out. You can't send it.
It's only going to be for Saturday night though, isn't it?
It doesn't matter.
But I mean, even though this whole system, this has never happened before.
No,
this has never happened before in our lifetime.
You're closing the UK economy.
Yeah. The imports and exports will be closed for several hours tomorrow night.
Yes.
And that's never happened before. before, and that is happening
Ever.
as a direct result of Brexit, and also a result of the government not getting their shit together in preparation for Brexit, because our country is run by a bunch of Etonian twats who are thick as pig shit. They are so dense they swallow light. I'm fucking raging, man. I'm raging. I can't
Still
believe,
not have my number.
I can't believe you still not had your number. We're probably not going to get it. We're going to be fucking trapped. Stuck on the continent thanks to Brexit. Sorry, stuck on the mainland. Shouldn't call it the continent. We're all part of the same continent. Stuck on the mainland. Implementation seems to match the complete project planning of the complete thing. Indeed, whatever. Well done, Graham and Ciaran. Thank you for showing Brexit what it is. You guys deserve a medal. Thanks, Marza. Yeah, we knew it would be frustrating, but oh my god, this is off the charts. Going to Luxembourg or going to Paris or Belgium to Brussels to pick something up and then bring it back to Britain used to be something that you could do in a day. You could do it in a day, and now it's taken us 2 days.
2 days to do this job. If I get that number before we get here.
Do you know how long it took to load up the stuff at the back? There, 20 minutes. 20 minutes to load it up. That was it. All done.
Yep.
And now we're literally spending hours faffing around with paperwork.
And not one of the workers in that factory thinks Brexit's a good idea. No one on the continent does. No, but workers in the UK, manual skilled, I'm not generalising, a lot of people in blue-collar jobs thought Brexit was fantastic.
Yeah.
Come to the continent, blue-collar jobs, on the continent, the workers, they think it's an absolute clusterfuck, which it is.
Well, yeah, but they haven't had their brains addled for 30 years of media manipulation and all these toffs basically telling them what to do, and then, you know, so the toffs saying hi and the blue-collar workers saying how hi. Because they think Boris Johnson's one of them in the same way that blue-collar workers in America thought that Trump was one of them. Because he's scruffy and he likes KFC. Those I know love Brexit, says all shorts. By blue-collar workers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom will be the biggest casualty of Brexit. Yeah, RIP UK. Is it warm up by you, Marcus? Oh, this is if people haven't chatted Marcus on our feed. Oi, have you had private conversations elsewhere? The I-360 in Brighton was shut for several days last year as the specialists were needed to fix it. We're in France, unable to work in the UK.
Yep, visas.
What is the I-360?
Oh, it's
Right.
that funky. Is that like the big art, the equivalent of the London Eye or something in Brighton?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, is it that?
Maybe.
Or some building?
I don't know. They've taken something that worked. They've taken something
And
that
smashed
worked.
it up on the floor with a hammer.
Shit. Taken something that worked and wrecked it. Yeah, smashed it with a hammer.
And they're closing the UK economy from tomorrow evening.
Well, I mean, only for goods. I'm sure the electronic data will still go back and forth for, like, you know, the dodgy oligarchs in Russia spending all their money in Belgravia. As was pointed out today, any sanctions against Putin are being held up by the British government, by fucking Boris Johnson. It's being held up by Boris Johnson, right? Because he wants to protect the Russian money in Belgravia. I'm not saying that we should have a party with cocktails in London, but if we ever do, I think we should have those cocktails in Belgravia for two reasons. One, I love cocktails, and two, most of the buildings in Belgravia are empty because they're owned by Russian oligarchs who just own them in order to make money when they sell them. And we have a housing shortage. So let's have a cocktail party in Belgravia. That's what we'll call it. It's not my fault if it gets out of hand. It's the gullible Daily Fail readers that screwed up things by putting the cross in the wrong box, as all shorts would say. Yeah. But also, I mean, like Boris Johnson, his excuse that he didn't know it was a party. How many criminals are going to be using that now? I didn't know it was a bank robbery. Sorry, I didn't know it was a drug deal. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was speeding. Okay, then you didn't know, then you weren't. Stick your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la. Just a bit over that horizon, sunny uplands await. Greetings from California. Hi, Dave. Yeah, I doubt it. I really doubt it. It's like Florida just cutting itself off from the rest of the USA. I'm thinking it can go it alone. Suddenly they discover that their Floridian passports don't work in the US. They can't work anywhere else but Florida.
Really?
And it's, no, I'm saying if Florida left the USA.
Oh, yeah,
That's what we've done. We're the Florida of Europe in many ways. Panel Boy says a million individual £499 undeclared donations to the Conservative Party from Russian oligarchs require the return of a favour. That's very true. So do you know about that? Like, you don't have to declare where money comes from. It's less than £500.
Oh yeah.
So they're putting like thousands and thousands of payments
of course, to get around
to the Tory party.
Yeah.
The Tory party is funded by dirty Russian money. Mojo has definitely turned the UK into Disney World. Well, I'll take Disney World.
No, a banana republic without the bananas.
Yeah, we're a banana monarchy. The world's first banana monarchy. The first country to impose economic sanctions on itself. The first country to make it more difficult to trade with itself. For no fucking reason. Other than your granny was told by the Daily Mail it would be great.
Yep.
How straight are those bananas? Oh, not straight enough.
I've got a video on my phone. There was a woman on Question Time. Did you hear her?
No.
Years ago. Why did you vote to leave? Because of the bananas.
Oh, because of the bananas, which was a story made up by Boris Johnson when he worked for the Telegraph, was it, as the correspondent, making up shit about Brussels that wasn't true.
Yep.
Yeah. He used to make up stories, and one of them was about the bendiness of bananas. Because they do actually have grades of bananas, and yeah, one of the things that they look at is the curvature of it. If they are abnormally curved, like, I don't know, Bill Clinton's cock, then it goes down in the system as being abnormally curved. That was it. In the same way that, I don't know, if you had a cucumber that was like shaped like a horseshoe, you probably have to put it in a different category because no one's going to buy it. Anyway, yes, so back to your messages. Had to send 4 parcels to Dublin today. DHL would only accept 4 separate bookings, each with its own paperwork. The only way to guarantee getting through customs easily. That's Matthew. Jesus Christ. RC, she didn't vote for Brexit because of bananas. She voted Brexit because she hated foreigners. Fair enough. What a hassle, indeed. Must have hit the UK banana plantation owners really hard. Yeah, tell me about it.
How many levers now could call what is happening to us Project Fear?
Oh, they still do. Last week when we put out those tweets saying, well, you put me onto it, right?
The cameras.
About the cameras being turned off. We have people on Twitter going, oh, you're just making it up, you bloody Vim owners. Oh, just get over it, you're making it up. And now it's been proven that the government is interfering with the Highways Agency, with the Port of Dover, colluding with them.
So I started Cameragate.
Cameragate. You did start Cameragate. It's the latest gate. One day we're just going to have Gate. It seems that way, but there's fucking not in power right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I hate him.
Oh, my only hope is that the Met Police aren't awful and they're investigating drug taking in number 10. And that's why it's got more serious, because it's a serious criminal offence. Class A drugs in number 10.
It wouldn't surprise me, you know.
Well, we know there's loads of cocaine awash in the House of Parliament because they found swab tests, didn't they, in every
room,
every toilet.
Yeah. Every toilet.
And just look at Michael Gove. I mean, that is a man who's taken a lot of coke.
That pin-eyed fuck.
Yeah. I blame cocaine for a lot of the problems that the world faces right now. because Trump's a massive cokehead.
If you saw Michael Gove in the street,
yeah,
would you just want to break his nose?
I wouldn't want to. I just would.
You'd find it hard not to.
He hasn't got a very punchable face, but then we shouldn't really say that online.
You know what he'll do? He'll just go put a stupid fucking face and start talking with his squeaky pig voice.
He's fucking awful. I hope he's the next Prime Minister.
So do I.
Because people just hate him.
Oh, he's absolutely.
He's a very hateable character. I want whoever is the next Prime Minister, I want them to be as hateable as hell. Because one of the horrible things about Boris Johnson, I keep saying this, is people find him likeable. People find him amiable. He puts a positive spin on things. He's positive. He's like the anti-Gordon Brown. Gordon Brown was this dour Scotsman who just looked miserable all the time. And every time you saw him, you just assumed he was going to deliver some bad news about, like, I don't know, someone dying or there being a terrorist atrocity or it's raining or something. Or he reminded me of Marvin, the paranoid android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He'd come in the room and say, I want you to all know I'm feeling very depressed today. Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they make me talk to bigots. So yeah, and Boris Johnson's the other side of that, because he's always cheerful and effervescent, and it's like, oh, ebullient, is that a real word? Have I just made that up? And people like it. So let's get rid of him, and then we can start chipping away at the rest of the scumbags. Because if we get rid of Boris Johnson, I guarantee a lot of the worst nutters in the cabinet will be gotten rid of, because there's no justification for keeping people like Nadine Dorries in the cabinet. One of the reasons why they're defending him so much right now is because they know it. They know that he is the only reason why they're in the cabinet. Under any sensible leader, they wouldn't be within 1,000 miles of a ministerial role. Secretary of State, I don't know. Right, Crooked Bananas. Twitter is full of bots. It is, yeah. The anti, what's it called? The anti-Starmer Brigade always come out every time Boris Johnson's on the ropes. Suddenly everyone wants to get rid of Keir Starmer.
Yeah.
It's funny that, isn't it? Almost as though they're all bots. Is Kieran a West Ham fan? I mean, it's a football, right?
Spurs.
He likes Tottenham hot Spurs. He likes it hot. Some like it hot Spurs. So there. Does that mean that you're not going to get on with Wayne and Basildon?
Is he a gooner?
I don't know. He said.
Is he on there now?
Yeah. He said. Is Kieran a West Ham fan?
No.
No. Tell you what, if you fancy it, you can always come up north and actually learn how to play real football. Right, moving on. We're not talking football. The Met's reputation is in tatters. It has been for a while now. For Mark, that's very true. Can we abduct Gove? Seems like a lot of effort. Can we take him out on a party on a yacht?
Who?
Gove. Do
you know what I'd like to do to Gove?
What?
I'd like to stick him on the back of my truck now, with no clothes on, in a star shape, in a fucking hailstorm.
That would mean that you'd have to see him naked, though.
Or a sandstorm. No, you wouldn't.
Horrific.
You wouldn't.
Stick him
You'll
on
be
the
back
front
there.
like in Mad Max. Stick him on the front.
Like Mad Max.
That'd be boss. We're gonna do that.
He can wear a fucking gimp mask as well.
I wonder if Carrie has a solicitor on speed dial yet, and if she's updated her Tinder profile, you know, and her kids will need a sugar daddy to sponge off. Well, yeah, she'll be on Tinder with one of those profiles that say, "My children are my world." Okay. Bunch of self-serving, nodding dogs, indeed. An Evening Standard article in 2009 warned about cocaine conservatives in influential position in the Tories. Yeah, RC doesn't surprise me. Which Tory MP is not a nutter? Indeed. A Dream Dan says, hey, I caught alive. Where are they? We're in Belgium at the moment. We're heading towards Calais, and we're knackered. We're absolutely Kieran's more knackered than me because he's been bloody driving. I would share the driving responsibilities, but I'm not insured, so I cannot do that.
And he doesn't like it because it's too long.
It is a bit too long. Oh, you know when it's a bit too long? Makes you walk funny the next day. Anyway, oh god, I'm channeling all my shorts now. Anyway, I was going to say about cocaine. Seriously, every wanker I've ever met in my life has been off their tits on cocaine. Every talker, everyone who just corners you in a party and won't shut the fuck up, just goes on and on and on about their shitty business idea or
Absolutely.
You know, the people who waste my fucking time in my life, and they're like, oh great, you're really exciting, and you've been to all these places, blah, blah, blah. And they've got some great marketing opportunity for me. Oh god.
I think we're about to head into France.
Are we? We're entering France, boys and girls.
No, we're not. Sorry.
Oh, we're not
hang
entering
on.
France. We are. We're not. We're getting loads of thumbs up for entering France.
We're not far.
The anti-drugs ads, you know, cocaine for cocaine. It should say.
Which means your phone's going to cut out.
Oh, don't be a twat. That's what it should say. Don't be a twat. Don't do cocaine.
I think we are.
Simple as that.
I think this is the last services before France. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
All right. Well, my phone will cut out when we go into France because it'll try and find the new service provider. But as we've found, when it switches service provider, even though I get back online, it won't allow the cat. I've got to start a new video. We hit that point when we got to Luxembourg and we stopped, and I was halfway down the street before someone actually put on Twitter that the feed was still going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They couldn't hear anything or anything like that, but yeah, the feed was still going.
Yeah, I think it says on this is the last service station before you enter France. I think it's this one. If it's not, it's a complete waste of turning around your camera.
Oh wow, you probably won't on speed anyway.
Huh?
Why does it matter if the last service station before France? Oh, because it's cheaper maybe?
Yeah, it is there, look. Last service station before France. Shows
Oh.
you how many times I drive on this road.
You do? Duke Vengeance is getting pissed off by the Corbyn cult. Yeah. They're not real, mate. They're not real. It's just bots. Where's the border, Kieran? Is this it? Is this line here?
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We're going into hyperspace.
Not just yet.
What? Did you say
It's up there somewhere.
Where's it? Where's the bloody border?
Well, you drove into Luxembourg earlier. I told you about the paint on the trees. It's the only way you can tell.
Yeah, but that wasn't
you
on the
didn't
motorway. That wasn't on the motorway. I thought
Yeah,
we
but you
were
didn't
going
believe
on the motorway.
me.
They all have a sign on the motorway because they've got to have the
Then we
different
drove down a mud
speeds.
track.
They've got to have a sign with the different speeds from the country that you're going into.
And we drove down that mud track in the middle of a field,
Yes, we did.
asking where the hell have you taken me?
Yeah. I thought it was all going to get a bit horror film territory. I always fill up at the Arshan outside Dunkirk at the centre commercial of Grand Synth. The Grand Synth, is that where Jean-Michel Jarre lives?
Paris.
Paris! Oui, c'est bon. Let's go to Gay Paris. Oh mate, I'm literally leaning forward here. I'm holding the camera, you can see me holding the camera on the dashboard, waiting to see the beautiful sign that tells us we're in France. Not that Belgium isn't a beautiful country, of course it is, but yeah, we're nearly there.
We're probably in France already.
You reckon? Why wasn't there? There's got to be a sign. There's got to be a sign because they have to let you know, as a motorist, what the speed limits are. Oh, coming off. Maybe they're just the same. Damn you, Schengen. First you take my passport stamps, then you take my signage. Graham, your window is open. No, it's not. What? No, it's not.
No, they're both closed.
No, they're closed. It's just a little thing. It's a plastic thing outside. A wind thing. A wingding. I think we're getting way away from where we were.
Where?
We should see speed limits soon. Did that road not go into France? They like turn at the last minute.
That one does.
Yeah. Our brain says you looked, you cunt, lol. Because
What?
it made me look at the window.
Huh?
I don't know why we invite him on these things. Alright, E42, autoroute to Wallandia. Well,
We're still in Belgium then.
We're still in Wallandia. But what is that sign saying it was the last best little horse shop in Texas? I don't know what it's saying. Anyway, hello, we're back. Tell you what, Kieran, if you see the sign saying France, let me know. You've got to give me at least 5 seconds heads up on it. Okay. All right. Anyway, what else is people saying? Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, you definitely should. And also, if you fancy giving us a super chat for doing all this, we'll take it in good spirits, and we will spend it wisely.
On an Ibis budget this evening.
On an Ibis budget for this evening, because we're not going to get back to the UK probably till, I don't know, either the wee small hours of tonight or tomorrow morning. But it looks like, you think we're going to be staying in Calais tonight?
Yeah, I can see it happening. I still haven't had the number.
Are we expecting Hughes in Calais? I think we are we?
I don't know.
I doubt it. They've just they've just built a new port. Just bought a new port.
No, the new port's even worse than the old one.
Why?
The old one was better.
Why?
It worked better.
I'm being told that when we get to France, the road surface will improve.
Yeah, the Belgian roads are awful. Dodge the pothole. Does anyone else on there play Dodge the Pothole in the fog?
Dodge the pothole. Yay, Wayne! £2 to get a dinghy back. Thank you very much, Wayne. If anyone else wants to throw some money in the pot, we will spend it on alcohol. Or at least I'll spend it on alcohol. And accommodation, travel, hitchhiking, couch surfing, sleeping in the van. Have you ever slept in here?
In here?
Yeah.
No.
No. Disgusted at the very prospect. It's quite comfy.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's more comfy.
The other van's got beds.
More comfy than the megabus. Oh, we got another super chat from Tiger Pie. Thank you, Tiger Pie. That's €10 super chat. Thank you. Where I live, Cumbria has been named pothole capital of the UK. What an accolade! Spooning the van, says All Shorts. All Shorts is a bit obsessed with men spooning.
What's that?
It's when you wrap yourself around someone on the sides. You know, when you're in bed together.
Oh,
one of you
yeah.
is a big spoon, the other one's a little spoon.
Ah.
Yeah. Romancing the spoon. And if you have sex in the spooning position, it's called sponing. Thanks for watching, everyone. You're learning stuff.
It's like hands-on experience.
It is. When we started going off on one about this bloody number that we don't have, and the fact we might end up being stuck here forever.
We still don't have the number.
Not ever. Oh, thanks very much, Canal. Canal has just donated 20 Singapore dollars, thank you, towards the purchase of some fancy and very comfy waiting in QP bottles. Yay! We've actually got a couple of bottles down here ready for our week.
I've got loads of Perrier cans, but you have to aim it quite carefully in the hole.
Yeah, that could, you could get a little
imagine getting
paper
it caught in
cut,
there.
paper cut on your bell end. Oh, I can feel all the men watching this wince simultaneously.
That's not nice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so you don't want that. Oh wow, we've got a £2 super chat from Baldrick the Third to buy a beer. Also says, if you skinny dip, I'll super chat. Alright, yeah, okay Marcus, we'll skinny dip. That's right, but you've got to give us 50 quid. And we'll definitely do it in the middle of winter in Calais. But you've got to pay the 50 quid first. By the way, all super chats are non-refundable. Kevin says, I've always been Little Spoon.
Still in Belgium.
All Short says circumcision by Carlsberg. I bet you won't, says All Shorts. I bet you 50 quid we will. I bet you 50 quid we won't. I bet you. Oh, how will you be getting the paperwork? Where is it coming from? Do you want to explain a bit on that?
It comes from Dover. It gets sent to Exeter, and then it's sent to me.
So there's a customs agent in Dover, an agency that produce these numbers, and they work 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then they have to give that number to your own personal or your company's agent, your customs agent.
Yeah.
Right. Why can't you get the number directly from the person in Dover?
They won't give it to me.
Why not?
because they have to give it to the agent.
Okay.
And it doesn't make it any quicker. It's not like she's withholding it from me. They're just not doing it because they've got so much work. Probably because the government are turning off the UK economy tomorrow evening. So everyone's in an absolute mad rush to try and get things done so they can actually work.
It's quite phenomenal. I mean, you just got to sit there and just like, just appreciate the magnitude of the situation. The British government is turning off the UK, and then we'll be turning it back on again a few hours later.
8 until 5?
It's in fact until 5 in the morning.
8 till 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
So they're turning it off all night?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I know.
It's 9 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Of being unable to import or export anything.
Including medical equipment.
Including medical equipment.
Yeah. So I hope no one's got cancer. Oh, hang on. The agent is responsible, says all shorts.
Huh?
The agent's insured. What? We just got a Dimitar, we just got a Y there. Why? Why what? You can't just say why, because I don't know what you're referring to. Why do we have to get them? Are these the same overworked agents in Dover that are doing the jobs of customs officers on your way out last night?
No, they're not.
These people work in an office in Dover.
They're proper agents.
Yeah.
And it takes 5 years to train to be one properly.
And you need a degree.
You ideally want a degree.
So
Michael Gove promised 50,000 of them.
50,000.
And he didn't find any.
And how many have we got? None.
We haven't got any, have we?
It's an easy number to remember. It's not.
He didn't actually get any, did he?
No. It's like when they put out a request for anyone with a PhD who wanted to come to the UK.
That was 0 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm thinking of doing a PhD.
Are you?
Yeah, at Durham.
Yeah.
Well, I live there anyway, and it's like if I do a research PhD.
Do it on Brexit.
What sort of plans to do it on?
Oh, you'd piss it. It's all
Yeah.
theory. It's all. I could do a PhD as well
Yeah, you could.
in my own area.
Impact of Brexit on,
'Cause I've got a degree.
on import and export.
Yeah. What's your degree in?
History and politics.
Mine's in politics.
Yeah?
Yeah. Probably why we've got big mouths.
Yeah. Coming off about politics all the time. I don't actually like talking about it. I'd rather talk about movies and travel and live music and stuff that I like and enjoy. I don't want to talk about this because I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy what's going on. There's no pleasure in every day going, this is fucking awful. Imagine if you were a film reviewer, right? And you only ever reviewed awful films. Not like fun films that are bad, you know, like so bad they're good, but just awful movies. That's all you watched. Wouldn't it get on top of you?
Absolutely.
That's what it's like talking about politics in Britain at the moment. There's no ray of sunshine. It's just all fucking doom and gloom. These dickheads in charge just making our lives more difficult for no fucking reason.
Gaslit so many people.
That gaslit nation.
Yeah.
Indeed. Right, have we got any more super chats come in? Wayne has said, for Graham's phone bill, data roaming is a thing. No, it's still free on gift. Well, it's not free on gift gaff. It's coming out of my gift gaff. Gift gaff.
When the phone roaming ends, I won't be able to use my Google Maps anymore.
Yeah, you won't.
No.
But you can download them. You'll have to download them before you leave. But you'll get no real-time updates and traffic and stuff like that.
No.
You have to get yourself a French SIM, mate.
Oh, can you move this? Bag's falling on my gear stick.
Sorry. Woof! Didn't mean to touch your gear stick, young man. Graham, what do you say to the delayed release of Sue Gray's report? I say this. For fuck's sake, you corrupt cabal of motherfuckers. How dare you trample over our democracy like this? Collusion, the highest level between the police and Parliament, well, not Parliament, police and number 10, police and Downing Street. Do you know what these scumbag African dictators in the 1970s all had in common? They used the police as their own fucking bodyguards, and now we're seeing that happening in our country. We are seeing Boris Johnson being protected by Cressida Dick. We're seeing a Johnson being protected by a dick. I'm very upset. I'm hoping that the secret barrister is right. If you saw the tweets by the secret barrister this afternoon, the secret barrister tweeted out that the only thing that they could see why it might be prejudicial isn't to do with future juries, because why would it ever go to a jury? It's a fixed penalty notice. But they're thinking that if they publish everything that they know, then the people that the Met Police are interested in interviewing will have their excuses ready, because they'll know what to expect. Yeah. They'll know what the police know. So that's the only hope. But the way it's been handled by Cressida Dick, whether it is absolutely horrific, what's it called, collusion at the highest level, or whether they've done this for honest and honourable reasons, either way, the way the Met Police has handled this entire thing has stunk to high heaven. They have not showered themselves in glory in any way, shape or form, and it all comes down to Cressida Dick. Cressida Dick. I don't know. Anyway, we've got loads more super chats come in. Thank you. We've got James Herford who's chipped in £5 saying have one on me. Will do, mate. Will do. Johan's chipped in 200 Swedish krona saying my contribution to the skinny dipping fund. Thank you. Nick and Diff's given £9 toward data, coffee and croissant. Thank you very, very much. You're right to tell Kieran to get a French sim. Mine still works in the UK every time I go back home. No roaming charges. Brilliant. I disagree. IndyRev 2 is announced soon at some time 2023. Exciting and positive. Come join us, guys. Be part of something positive and inclusive. You're always welcome. Miles and Jenna, yeah, you're right. I'm talking about what they're doing in Westminster, and that's mostly what I talk about. And yeah, Scottish independence, it is a ray of hope on the horizon for the people of Scotland. It's going to screw people in England over more, because the Tories are going to lose a load of seats they'll never win anyway, but so will every other party. So yeah, it's going to make even more difficult to get rid of the Tories. Some of those African dictators also went to public school. They did indeed. Since the channel name change, the quality of comedy went up a couple of notches. Really? Cressida Dick was probably getting shagged by Gove and Raab at those parties. Oh, God's sake! I had this horrific sausage roll just before at the truck stop. And it just literally came back now, and I had to taste it again. Thank you very much for sharing that. Listen, thanks very much for the super chats. We really, really appreciate it. Like, this is obviously, this journey is costing more than it should as a direct result of Brexit.
Well, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to charge my customer. Yeah.
Have you not already, have you not already paid? It's not already agreed on a price for this?
No, I do it on invoicing end of month.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to tell them on Monday exactly what's happened. I'll be honest, I'm at my wit's end with doing this job. I want to go home to my family. I'll be stuck in Calais in some smelly hotel. Been away for 2 days.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 days tomorrow.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
There's no point in wrecking a relationship to do a job that they ruined.
Absolutely not.
No.
And you're not going to be the only one, Kieran, who's looking at this. How long have you been a courier driver now?
Doing this?
Yeah.
12 years.
12 years. And has it ever been this bad? Has it ever been this
I hate
ridiculous?
it now. I can't stand it.
One of the things I want to get across to people is the added stress. Like, I'm used to this in a way because of the travels that I've done, where I've just stressed out about. I was telling Kieran about the time I was in Uzbekistan and I needed to get a blue pen, or I couldn't get out of the country. I needed a blue biro to amend something that I'd written on the sheet of paper coming in to the country for when I went out, because I made a mistake, and I was really worried that they'll be like, oh, you didn't correct this mistake, we're gonna put you in jail forever. Because Uzbek people are lovely, but the Uzbek authorities are a little bit, they like to party like it's 1979, and I mean like the height of the Cold War. So yeah, not good. Wayne, thank you very much for the super chat. What do you think of shit? Ask Wayne.
What do I think of?
Shit.
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 Shizer.
No, yeah, what do you think of shit? That's the question.
What you mean? What comes
He's
to
given us a fiver to answer that question. What do you think of shit?
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson. That's what I think of shit as well. Thank you for that question, Wayne. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it.
I can smell shit outside now. Can you smell it?
No.
There's a very strong
Since
smell
I
of
had
manure.
COVID, I can't smell anything.
You got fucking COVID.
Yeah.
Apparently
Don't
it's
worry, I won't lick you.
Apparently it's good for your lungs. Not COVID, horse manure
I
smell.
was gonna say, COVID's definitely not good for your lungs. As the 6 million people around the world who have died of it, we can testify. Could testify if they weren't all dead. That's the thing, you know. They say an empty vessel makes the most noise, and we see that a lot with these anti-vaxxers on the internet. But also, dead men tell no tales. So the dead can't speak of their suffering, can they? Because they're dead. Hi. I'm fairly convinced the Tories no longer give a toss about the union. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced of that as well. I mean, the way they've talked about the way they talk about what's it called? Scotland. Not Scotland. What's the name of the guy? What's it? Douglas Ross. Douglas Ross.
Oh, yeah, Douglas Ross.
Is he the Scottish Tory
You
guy?
mean the one that Mog said is a nobody?
Yes, that's right. The way they talked about Douglas Ross is absolutely disgraceful. I mean, no, I've got no love for Douglas Ross. He's a Tory at the end of the day, but oh my God.
Yeah.
They all still think they're in school. It's the thing with them. They all still think that's all a big, you know, all a big laugh. Anthony says Wangland is definitely coming. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. Wangland.
Wayne is demanding that we read his super chat. Okay, well, I'll read it again. So, Kieran, what do you think of shit?
Michael Gove.
Michael Gove. There you go, Wayne. Michael Gove. So we've answered your question twice.
Shizer.
Scheisenhausen. If Scotland leaves the Union, all the chances the Tories have to win a continuous majority. And they hate Scots anyway. Yeah, all the great chances go to yeah. The Scories, the Tories, scum Tories. Do the Tories care about anything? They steal our taxes, make us miserable, are ruining the nation, passing draconian laws. They just want to smash things up and be evil, nothing else, says Nick and Dick. You're absolutely right. Wayne says there is more you arse. Okay, what do you think of arses?
Arses?
Arses, yeah.
Nadine Dorries.
What do you think of arse? Nadine Dorries, arse. There you go. When Scotland leaves the Union and does things different, then folk in Wangland will want change, yeah. Well, the thing is, Ireland's doing really fucking well.
Ireland's booming.
I'm so jealous of Kieran here, because Kieran's obviously got an Irish passport, and I don't. And also, he's had a Ray Liotta off James O'Brien, as has Wayne in Basildon. We found this out last night. We were having a chat in the van.
Who had it first? Who got the Ray Liotta first?
I don't know. When did you get your Ray Liotta? If you're still listening, it's probably gone off and off because I won't read his message properly. But yeah, so everyone's got a Ray Liotta apart from me, basically. Wayne says, hi, I did. Wayne is saying, you are being a cunt, I hate you. Oh, bless. Wayne wants to talk about football.
I don't know fuck
We
all
haven't
about football.
come all the way to bloody Luxembourg and back in the middle of Brexit nonsense on January when it's cold and we're sitting outside waiting for fucking documents to come through to talk about bloody football, Wayne.
Can we talk about potholes?
Yeah, let's talk about potholes. The tyranny. Yeah, but you're causing them. You're driving around in a heavy truck.
No, they were there before I got there.
Yeah, but you're making them worse.
That's why I'm hitting
You're
them.
making them worse. The effects of vehicles on the road when it comes to potholes and stuff.
As soon as I mentioned potholes,
It increases.
I started hitting quite a few of them.
Yeah, it increases, right, due to it increases in magnitude depending on the weight. So a vehicle that weighs double actually causes 4 times more damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
See that? And yeah, so it goes up 4, 8, 16, 24. Logarithmically.
They need to fix this road.
They do need to fix this road. Is Wayne still there? Is he gone off? Wayne said that he got his radiator first.
But how does he know?
Come over to Ireland, we're having a party. That sounds great. If my husband gets the job he applied for, I'll be moving back to Ireland, so Charlotte. Oh, good luck with that. Well, yeah, because Ireland's doing really well at the moment. It's a beautiful country. They've got a beautiful accent. Their economy is going great guns. They have over one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world. And yeah, it's all good. And they've now finally made abortion legal. They made gay marriage legal. They are, they're atoning for some of their mistakes, not, that were made in the past by the Madeline sisters and all that kind of stuff.
I think we're not far
and they're
from...
just next to Britain.
What?
Well, Britain's not looking at Ireland and going, oh, they're doing it right. So if Scotland leave the Union, I don't think, even if Scotland do really, really well, I think it'll just make British people more angry, more jealous. There's a strain of jealousy that runs through Britain like words through a stick of rock. And I'll tell you what it is, in America, right, for all their ills, they see someone in a flash car and they go, one day, if I work hard enough and I get my break, one day I'll afford a car like that, good on you. Whereas in the UK, you see someone in a flash car and you think, you come, and you scratch your key down the side of it. Indeed. Anyway, right, should we wrap up for a bit and then get back on when we're near Calais?
We're near France.
You said that half an hour ago.
We're still in Belgium.
We are still in Belgium.
I don't know if we're still in Belgium. Where's Tournai?
Tournai.
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 I don't know. How far from Lille are we?
Not far, look.
Yeah, we're in France.
We're not. There's no sign for France.
Well, I wasn't looking.
I'm
I was
still
looking.
on Belgian
I was having an argument with Wayne about football. Oh, here we go.
That's not. That's a service
There you
station.
go. There's a sign for France.
That's not. It's a service station.
It says Air de France.
It's a service station.
Yeah, I know. It's Belgium for France.
No, we're nearly on it. We're just south of Lille at the moment.
It's got really dark now. Dark and spooky in the van. In the van. Bringing the goods. Bringing the goods, baby.
As far as Calais.
Good job we're not bringing bacon. Or you could say that you were bringing home the bacon, couldn't you? That'd be quite good.
Imagine if you're transporting band equipment in the middle of a gig, from one gig to another. So you've just collected a load of a backline for an artist out of Frankfurt, and he's got a bit of Glastonbury for Saturday morning so they can practice, and you haven't had your fucking numbers.
Not got the numbers.
You're stuck in Calais. Nobody can perform in fucking Glastonbury.
Your number's not down. You're not getting in,
and you fuck the whole concert.
But it's the added stress.
How do I know? Because I used to do the concert work.
Oh, cool.
All the way up to Lapland.
Were you a roadie?
I did Glastonbury V Festival.
Oh, brilliant! I was probably there, mate.
The backstage shit. When I was single, we used to drive all over Europe and all the way up to the Swedish Lapland.
Oh.
Some singer called Robin, if anyone's ever heard of her.
I've heard of
Blonde
Robin.
hair, cheesy pop music.
Yeah, I remember Robin.
And a Canadian band called Chromeo.
Not heard of that.
And a band called Train. Train.
I've heard of Rain.
Train.
No, I heard of Train.
I delivered Train's stuff to the Train Club in Aarhus.
Did you do it by train?
No.
No. Oh, that would be good. But yeah, what V's were you at? Or what V festivals were you at? What year was it?
Oh, it was years ago.
2003, 2004?
No, after that.
I don't know. When you say years ago, what, Glastonbury, 10 years ago or longer ago?
Yeah, it was probably coming on for 8 to 10 years ago. That was, yeah.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if it was 2013, I was there. 2012, there wasn't one. 2011, I wasn't there.
So he's literally standing backstage looking at the crowds.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And eating dinner in the tent backstage with the Black Eyed Peas.
I haven't been to a
Back
proper
in the
festival.
day, eating dinner with the Black Eyed Peas.
And was the dinner Black Eyed Peas?
No, mushy peas.
That would have been good. Mushy peas and the Black Eyed Peas.
Northern peas. It's a northern delicacy,
Well,
isn't it?
I haven't been to a festival now in over 2.5 years. It's coming up to my 2-year anniversary of going to a proper gig. The last proper gig I went to was Terrorvision at the end of February in Liverpool, back in 2020, just as COVID was hitting our shores. And yeah, I haven't been to anything. I've been out in Liverpool and there were some bands on, but it wasn't like a proper gig. Well, I was supposed to see Wolf Alice at the beginning of this month in Newcastle, but they've changed the date. And would you believe it? They've changed the date to my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, so on my birthday, which is almost the 2-year anniversary of me last going to a gig, I'm going to go and see Wolf Alice, who are one of Britain's best new bands. So like I said, well, they're not even that new anymore. They have 3 albums out, so they've been around for a while. I'm a firm believer that we should burn all music that is older than a year. Just stop playing it. Just, that's it.
Are we still in Belgium?
I don't know, mate. We're going to be in Calais and you're going to be going. We're still in Belgium. I'll check on my phone. I'll check on the map on my phone.
I think this is France. There's a little blue sign.
Oh, yes.
Look.
God, press the button, Graham.
Here's the
Here we
French
go,
border.
it's French. We're in France. We'll lose signal. Bye, everyone. Thanks for the super chats. Woo! It's not gone off yet.
No, it won't go off yet.
Aye.